So good evening guys, it's 4:40 p.m. Today is November 2nd after FOMC day. Today after market at closing, Apple's earning today, and tomorrow is NFP, non-farm payroll. Okay, so we will stick with today longs only and trade only after 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Okay, so in the morning no trading, but if someone wants to do a trading, I give them a specific levels also, so I'll show you, there was a trade in the morning also, but ideally we prefer to trade after 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Okay, so we will skip morning trading. We will target aggressive or preferred sellers area or backup sellers area as our profit target for any lower longs. Okay, ideally it should hold above aggressive buyers area. First warning for buyers is break below this area. If it does, right? So ES did not go below this, correct? And then NQ also same thing, right? They did not even break below it. So anyway, idea is long after 12 o'clock or 1 p.m. or even though if we trade in the morning, and do not skip it, longs is the idea. Target is this sellers area and all this thing, right? So that is simple note today, very simple note. So today it was easy, so 12 o'clock, so let's draw a line at 12 o'clock. This is 12 o'clock, this is 1 o'clock, right? Stick with longs, right? That is what I said, 12 or 1, after 12 or 1, 12, 1, right? Simple. Stick with longs, correct? So before that, let's say now talk about before, right? We are not supposed to trade it anyway, but there was a trade night of the open, so here in NQ, see ES, forget it, there is no long here. Why? Because right of the open, ES wide gap up after already so much move during FOMC, before FOMC, right? Look at this. So it is in exhaustion territory. It can remain in exhausted, but long shares are risky now, right of the open, and there was open drive too. So longs are risky here, definitely. If it pulls back here somewhere, then yes, we can take longs, right? But ideally it should hold aggressive buyers area, but price even did not come there, even did not even come to super aggressive buyers area, so there is no long, we don't take breakouts, so no long here. But in NQ there was a trade, why? Because if you look at it in NQ, it opened here, right? Then it went down while ES was going higher, like this crazily. NQ was going down. Now it's a divergence, I was looking at Dow Jones, and ES, both, they were both moving higher. NQ was the only one was going down, so there was a long here, and right before at 8:30, see, this was a news driven move. This entire move was a news driven move, and buyers were already there, right? Before that, if you look at it, this is all upward move, right? So going long right of the open, doesn't make sense, right? So we have to wait for a pullback. ES did not even pull back of the open. However, NQ was going against it, right? It was going down. So now if you look at internals, they were super duper bullish. So considering this much momentum in the overnight, yesterday, some buyers will be defending NQ while it is going down. At least it will go back up here, somewhere, if it wants to come down, so that was the idea in NQ. It's a divergence play. You have to wait in a lower time frame, maybe 1 minute, 30 second, 15-second chart. You have to watch. If you look at in the lower time frame, price was unable to go down below this area, 912 or 914. It basically refused to go down while ES consistently was going higher. That was the sign NQ will at least go back up to this morning high, where of the open it came up, came down, and then it got rejection, and then went lower, right? So this was a long here, right here. See here, it came down in the morning, then it went further down, and then candle closed higher. It couldn't get to even this area. See, this is a news driven high, 938 or so. See, first time of the open, it tried to go there but got rejection, didn't even touch there. Considering this much bullishness, previous day, in the morning, in the overnight, right? ES going higher, internals are higher. Don't you think at least NQ will go back up to this 937, this high, news driven high, or at least somewhere around here? This was the first good pullback anyway before open, right? So that's why it makes sense to wait for a long here. So there was a long right here, and then you basically bail out either here or here. That's it. That's the only trade you can take, because remember, you took aggressive long here. You're not going to look for a moon here. You are just playing the momentum for a few points. So 20-30 point here and you are out. That's it. Then you can see there is a reaction all the way down, right? See, at this point there are no shorts though, right? We are not taking shorts today. So only way you can do is long. This is a good size pullback, right? So, and this is a thick blue line. Thick blue lines are very powerful, always. That's why it's a thick line, right? This is all tiny lines. This is a thick line. These are all thin lines. Thick line, if you look at it here, right? And this VWAP is also important today. I put it in Discord that VWAP is important, right? So you can either go long here or go long at the thick line, if you want to trade it. But usually, I don't prefer to trade. I didn't take it, I took this trade, which even though I was not supposed to trade, so I took it in a SIM account, and this trade I did not take it even neither in the SIM, right? But in Discord I said this is important, so we have buyers will be there, and it was a preferred sellers area also, which was broken nicely during the news time. So this area can turn into support. Okay, now this was a backup sellers area. Remember, if you take a long, target is preferred sellers area or backup sellers area, right? So since already we took one long here, target is this area, correct, which we already took it. Now this area, if it comes down here, if it turns into support like this, look at this, it bounced, touched here both lines, then came back up, right? Look at this buying, correct? ES also bounced, correct? So at this point, and even this was another divergence, because NQ was trading below morning low, ES did not even get to that point. So ES was stronger. This is a yellow line too, so ES was basically holding these breakouts, so this is again divergence. That means something is going to happen. Either NQ is going to take ES down with it, or ES is going to take NQ with it upwards, So since ES and Dow both were holding higher, it makes sense to look for longs here. Anyway, the pre-market note says look for longs, right? So when you see this, you can go long right here. Then again you bail out here in the middle, okay, or this VWAP. That's it. Few points a day. Consistency matters. We're not looking for a trend day. So many points. Consistency matters, right? Now this is all before 12 o'clock, right? Ideal trading begins after 12 o'clock as per the pre-market notes, right? By that time price was already high in ES, so ES there is no trade. But in NQ, since it was ping-ponging, right, you may get a trade here, but you have to watch. So after 12 o'clock, this is 12 o'clock, right? After 12 o'clock or after 1 o'clock. So now you will look at it. After 12, price is doing what? Balancing, ping-pong, right? Fine. Then what? Let's see, after 12, right? So after 12, what are you seeing? Before 12, the view is buyers are in control, correct? Then it went higher about this line in the backup sellers area, it got rejection. Okay, fine. Then what? It is trying to hold it below backup sellers area, right? And it build a balance here. So this is my balance. See, this is how you do it. Okay, I'm So this is my balance bottom before 12 o'clock, and this is my top. Okay, now after 12 o'clock you can see it's still in the balance, right? Then what happened? It tried to go higher and put below this low, couldn't close below it. Next candle open, close below it, couldn't close below it. So it's kind of a fail breakdown, right? So you can take a long right here in a lower time frame, look for a long. Target is this or maybe this. Now look what happened. So right here, right? Now target is this, correct? So you took the long here, right here. Stop. Where do you put your stop? So in this case, right, since you took the long here, ideally your stop should be below this low, but it's too tight stop, it's like balancing it, right? So very tight stop here, correct? So you have two options here. You can wait for price to officially close below this balance completely, like nice close, okay? Or then you basically stop out. Or you can wait for price to close below this low, nice close, very nice close. Then you can take a stop loss hit. But otherwise it can do like this also, like Coke, right? So now, first long is here. Let's see, here, look at this, right? There is no nice close below this low. So I'm going to move this line upwards. There is no nice close here, right? So you are still holding this position, correct? Then price went higher, correct? And again it pulled back. See, this time it pulled back at this VWAP and didn't go below it, right? So now you can even go long right here if you are not long again here, okay? But technically, let's say you are holding this long, forget about this long. Then target is either this or high, right? Now you watch. Target, there you go. That's where you bail out if you want to. No, you can even hold it for higher up target. See, and you get a reaction also here. See, now if a reaction happens, you don't want to see this reaction going down below this top, right? So this was again another balance top. We don't want to see price going below this. But if it pulls back here, you can even try long here, but you have to manage your stop, right? So this is still 12:44. So 1 p.m. onwards, we have another trade, right? So this is a 12 p.m. trade. So let's watch. 1 p.m. Remember I said you can go long in this balance also. See this? Touched here, tail closed higher. Your 1 p.m. long onwards would be right here. Now you target what? Since price came down from here, right? At least it can go back up here, which is this. You can bail out right here. See how it matches? 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Look for longs, easy peasy. But I did not trade it this, because to me it's like too much like tail end longs, If I wanted to trade it, I would have gone long somewhere in the lower area, not this higher up. But I'm saying, everybody has a different requirements for trading, right? For them, maybe this is not aggressive long, For me, it is aggressive, right? So, but anyway, I can trade all this thing entire day, But I have specific rules on a certain days, But these are the longs. This is how you catch, Yes, there is no long, I'm not going to explain yes, because this move itself was a crazy move, It's too aggressive. See, NQ had a time to balance and all this thing. That's why I'm showing you this trade. Yes, forget it. This is anyway too much aggressive price. So that be all. For today. There is nothing else. Now I have no clue. Since price is crazily going higher, right? And this is Apple's earning. Okay. But this, all I know is this area is important. that I know. 975 to 875, that area is important. So more price stays higher, right? Then another area is also seller's area, which is this 1 and 2. These two blocks or these two rectangles will decide the next phase of this price action. Firm close above these boxes and price consistently staying higher above this, it will hit here. Once it hits here, there is a rejection, but if it holds this box, then go higher and take out this, price will skyrocket high. But if it goes below both this box, we have to assume sellers may be back in the business, but due to the structural upward move from last couple of days, right, there are support underneath it, right? So on the way down, those support will act as a support for buyers. Buyers will buy it. So then for day trading, we will become neutral. We cannot be supporting after below this area. We will become neutral. Above this area, we are still favoring longs. Below this, will become neutral. We are favoring both buyers and sellers. That's how it is. These two boxes, very important. And that's pretty much it.